Is it recording? Is it recording? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys don't know me, my name is Jessica and this is Ezra. Today we are going to be cooking garlic noodles. It has been requested by quite a few people, so I'm finally going to make it today. I'm thinking of creating this little series called Jess Try It, since my channel's name is Just Living, if you guys actually get that. So I just want to create like little series, like little, what would you call it, like little episodes of like different foods like to try, or different things to try just in general. So I'm thinking of actually starting that. So this is going to be probably the first episode on that one. So it is going to be garlic noodles. So if you guys want to learn how to make it, just keep watching. Hey, say bye. Okay guys, so for the ingredients, we will be needing 1 pack of noodles, or 2. Well, this pack feeds 2 people, so me and my husband could eat with this pack. Not gonna lie though, if you're really hungry, I'm pretty sure 1 person could eat this entire pack by themselves. But I'm going with this brand and this type of noodle, the Chow Mein. Anyways, this is the pack that I use because I've actually tried like spaghetti pasta, but every single time I make it, it actually comes out super soggy, like the noodles overcook or something. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong with it, but this is what has been my favorite one to make, and it's actually really good. The noodles are, they actually stay put together and they don't get super soggy. We're also going to need Parmesan cheese, nor I use the chicken bouillon. I use sugar, soy sauce, oyster sauce, butter. I know a lot of people for this dish, they use almost a whole stick of butter, but I'm not going to use the whole stick of butter. I'm only going to use about 2 or 3 tablespoons. We need green onions. I'm going to use shrimp. Last time I made it, I did it with chicken. And garlic. Obviously, garlic noodles, you need a lot of garlic. I chopped up about 7 garlic cloves. You can add more, you can add less depending on how much garlic you like. But I did 7. I'm also going to use a little bit of oil with the butter. Okay, so this dish is usually a quick dish. It's not gonna take you super long to make, but you do have to move kind of fast. I already cut up my garlic and my green onion, which is usually the first thing that I cut before doing anything else. But since I already cut that off camera, I am going to start by probably cooking the shrimp. The shrimp is already a cooked shrimp, but I am going to heat it up in the water over here, and I'm just gonna add some seasoning to that water. I added about 2 spoons of seasoning. So I'm gonna add the shrimp. It's already cooked, so I'm just gonna put it in here for a few minutes to warm up. While that cooks, I'm going to add oil to the pan. I'm not going to add a lot, it's just a good drizzle on there. And I'm also going to add the 2 tablespoons of butter. So I cooked the shrimp for about 3 or 4 minutes. They should be ready. You should just like warm up. So I'm gonna take those out. So So once I take that out, my next step is going to be putting the noodles inside the water to boil so they can heat up. Just follow the instructions on here. This one says to cook 3 to 5 minutes. So this one we're going to cook for 3 to 5 minutes. So I've actually seen people use the regular spaghetti noodles, but and I actually tried them myself too, but I think I just like overcooked them. So it was getting too, the noodle was breaking off super easily, and it was getting like, I guess, soggy. So it was not my favorite to cook with. But you could use any noodle you want. So the noodles are actually getting cooked already. I'm gonna leave it just for a few more minutes because it still looks like they're a little hard. Alright guys, it's been a few minutes and I think the noodles are ready, so I'm gonna just go ahead and turn this off already. And I'm going to take these out. But before I do that, and before I drain it, I'm gonna go ahead and save some of the water that I boiled it in, since it is seasoned, and I'm not using any actual salt. I'm going to use some of this to kind of give my dish a little more flavor. And I'm not going to use all of this. I'm just going to save this on the side, but I'm only going to use a little bit of it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and drain it in the little coladera. And you do want to shock the noodles when you take them out, so you're gonna run it under cold water. Okay, so once you drain it, since you do throw cold water on it to shock it, that just pretty much means that it'll help it stop from continuing to cook. Which will prevent it from getting like too soggy. And then if it's too soggy, it's gonna end up breaking apart and making just like this big old mess. So I'm just going to go ahead and start on the sauce. So I do have my oil in here and I do have my butter. I'm not using a lot of it, just so it won't be like too overpowering. But you do need it in your dish. Oh, and since I did put water in here, it took off most of the seasoning. So that's why I also have the water, in order to just give it that extra flavor, since we did take all of the salt away from this already by just rinsing it. So that's why I also reserved some of the water. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put the garlic in. And you're just gonna want to cook it so it kind of gets like a kind of a brown color to it, and just so the garlic could get infused with the oil and the butter, because you want to bring that garlic flavor out. So you're just gonna cook this till it gets a little brown, and that's the reason why I always cook the noodles first, because if you were to start on everything at the same time, usually the noodles take a little bit longer to cook, and this part is what really goes by super fast. So it's where you want to be moving pretty fast so you won't like burn the garlic, because then it's gonna get super crispy and you just don't want it crispy. You just want to get it cooked enough to where it'll be soft. If you guys love the smell of garlic, you guys are gonna love this because the garlic smell is already starting to pop out. So before this starts getting burned, I'm gonna go ahead and start adding the other things that need to go in here. I'm gonna start off with just adding some sugar, and if your family is anything like my family, they don't really tell you measurements. I try to follow a measurement that somebody had put up, but I didn't really like the flavor of that the noodles had, so I kind of like just modified it and I added everything more to my taste. So I'm just going to go ahead and add some sugar. That's maybe about a tablespoon actually. So that's about a tablespoon. I'm gonna go ahead and add some oyster sauce. Maybe about 2 tablespoons. And you do want to start working fast because the garlic is starting to get a little brown. And you can also put the fire on low so that it won't burn. And don't get scared. These ingredients make everything looks a little brown, but it's not burning or anything like that. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add some soy sauce. And I'm gonna put some of the water back. Just a little bit, not a lot. And then you're gonna go ahead and put your noodles back in. And then just try to get all of that sauce in the noodles. It does look like it's a little bit of sauce, but you just have to work it inside the noodles. And this is also where you have to shock your noodles because you're gonna be cooking them again in this, and it's just gonna continue to heat them up a bit. So when you shock it, it stops it from continuing to cooking while you prep your sauce. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and put the heat on kind of like medium high. If you could see that there's no like sauce left anymore, so everything is inside the noodles already. Just have to mix it in. And then I'm also going to add Parmesan cheese. The Parmesan cheese is basically up to your taste. And I'm also gonna add green onion. And then continue to mix that in. And you can also add your shrimp in, but I'm just gonna use it as a topper. And then your noodles are ready. Just go ahead and plate it. So I went ahead and added the shrimp and the green onion. I added extra green onion, and I'm gonna top it with a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And there you guys have it, your garlic noodles with shrimp. You guys can go ahead and add whatever protein you guys want, or whatever vegetables you guys want. I know people add like different vegetables to it, so just let me know if you guys end up trying this. Okay, and I know all of these videos usually have like a little taste test, so I'm gonna go ahead and taste it. That's actually really good. You guys should go ahead and try this. If you try it, let me know. Tag me on Instagram. And if you guys have anything you guys want me to try, or if you guys want me to try to make something for you guys, just let me know and I'll go ahead and give it a try. Like this video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.